Okay, so we're now with George Lamb, who is going to be rocking the red carpet at tonight's National Movie Awards. George, you strike me as the type of man that likes a bit of grooming.
Yes, you're right. I am the kind of man who likes a bit of grooming. I've always kind of taken care of my appearance. I had bad skin when I was in my late teens, and I suppose I really got into cosmetics at that point because I was throwing good money after bad, trying anything I could to suppress what was going on, and from that I kind of have ended up wanting to make sure that I look all right and I've got the right cream and I'm hydrated and
Okay, so all over the country there are men stealing their girlfriends' eye roll-ons. L'Oreal have got one just for men. Yeah, we're thinking by the smoothness of those under eyes you've been using your ice cool roll-on.
You're right to think that, but I have been using that. I suppose people can kind of mock and why just because I'm a man. I'm not allowed to kind of take care of my skin a little bit.
Okay, George, so what's the one product you could just not be without?
Moisturising cream. I use L'Oreal Hydrate Energetic, and that's the one that I feel it kind of just takes the sheen off, but kind of...
We can see it working
It just gives you a bit of vibe. When you wake up in the morning you look like hell, rub a bit of moisturising cream on, and all of a sudden you go, oh wow, you look all right again.
It's all about the hair with you. You've kind of made this part of your trademark style. What is the secret to rocking a bit of salt and pepper?
I didn't have a lot of choice in making it my trademark style. I started going grey aged 19, and it initially just started here. There was one kind of streak that went down, and then all of a sudden it gradually kind of works its way across. And I had been grey but when I first started coming on telly I was grey, but I used to wear my hair down and so you couldn't see it, and because it just kind of seems to be on the underside of it all. But now I push it back and I'm proud of it and I like it, and yeah, it does, people kind of notice it, and I think people see the hair first and then they say, oh, there's that dude off the telly,
And it looks pretty good condition. Have you been using your XL5?
Do you know what? I've not used it yet. I mean, it's a really interesting product for guys who are getting kind of big clumps of white and they're not really happy and they maybe want to just take it back and find a kind of happy medium. I always, if I'm totally honest, I have laughed regularly at men who have dyed, really dyed their hair, and you can see it and it's the wrong colour and it doesn't kind of match up with their skin tone. And so I actually think this is a fairly interesting product in that it just tries to kind of rejuvenate a little bit of yourself rather than finding a new you, as it were, And I think, I think obviously a lot of it's down to me, but I think salt and pepper is much more acceptable these days, and people really like it and will run with it, and I increasingly get lots of nice comments about my hair. So I only really had David Ginola to look to when I was growing up, and
now you're the new salt and pepper
now
icon.
I'm the new David Ginola. That's what a lot of people are calling me. No, I think George Clooney will always be the number one.
George Clooney will always be the number one.
He will be, full stop. He will also be the number one salt and pepper icon. So if George Lamb can come a kind of close third or fourth to George Clooney, I'll be very happy.
Okay, so we're in the L'Oreal Paris suite at Claridge's, and it's been set up just for you because you've obviously got a heavy grooming ritual before tonight's awards.
Of course, yeah.
What is that going to involve? I mean, we've got Holly here doing your makeup, we've got some hair going on. Have you got a heavy schedule before tonight?
Fortunately, at the moment, I've got a bit of a suntan, and suntans, as we know, kind of cover up all kinds of...
Has James not been tanning you?
James hasn't been tanning me. No, this is all natural. I have a few blemishes that Polly's very kindly kind of touched up and sorted out, and I like to make sure I've got a little bit of powder on so that you don't shine too much. And then Alan's going to be messing up my hair with the putty, and we were talking earlier on actually about I've just let my hair grow long again. I used to have it quite short for about a year or so, and it was my mum as much as anybody was telling me, when I had my hair really short and I liked to wear suits, it was all a bit a bit American Psycho, and it was a bit too much. So I've kind of gone back to having the kind of rugged, messy hair juxtaposition against the smart suit, and hopefully it's working again.
Well, along those lines, yeah, the suit is again a bit of a trademark. So what are you going to be wearing tonight on the red carpet?
It's black tie tonight, so I have
labels. We're talking labels.
Labels. I have my own label. So we've just gone into Harrods and Matches called A Sauvage. So I only wear A Sauvage suits. That's it.
Of course you do.
Yes, yeah, and I suggest everybody else wears them. That and a bit of L'Oreal, and you'll be bang on for life. So yeah, that's what I'll be wearing.
Shoes?
Shoes. I've got the biggest feet in the world, and well, they're not actually. Shaq's probably got bigger feet, but I've got very big feet, and so I have a Japanese lady called Kun who makes my shoes, and I'll be wearing something she's made for me.
Do you have a signature scent?
A signature scent? I do actually. Hermes Terre, which is I love it.
And who are you looking out for on the red carpet tonight?
Tom Cruise is going to be there. I'd love to talk to Tom about his grooming routine. Diane Kruger's obviously going to be here as a L'Oreal spokesperson. So yeah, there'll be an interesting mix of people. I'm really looking forward to tonight. And
you're going to be partying hard tonight, then using your eye roll on tomorrow.
Yes. We're actually back here tomorrow morning talking about L'Oreal with various people. So I will be.
Going to be a bit of repair work.
Yes, a lot of repair work, a lot of ice roll, and lots of hydrating, grease-free moisturiser.
Great, thanks so much.
Thank you, Bella.